because that helps the company make sure that they're helps that company. What am I trying to say? Okay, never mind. Screw that. I don't even know what I said. I don't even remember. Welcome to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy. I'm bringing you a special episode. It is an unboxing of a Theory Saber that was sent to me directly from Star Wars Theory as a thank you for a video I did back in December. It was an unboxing for my very first lightsaber, and I had tons of companies I could choose from. I was looking through them all. I did some research, and I decided to go with Theory Sabers. Now, I almost purchased one from Saber Theory. Don't get confused. I almost literally purchased from the wrong company because they just switched the name kind of as a way to trick people, I believe. And I almost purchased the wrong Saber, but thank goodness I purchased the right one. And a few days after I released the unboxing video on YouTube, Star Wars Theory left me a voicemail on Instagram thanking me for the video, the time I put into it, the good review I gave. And he said his whole team sat down and watched the video. They loved it. And he was offering me any saber from his website as a thank you. Now, I obviously was like, this can't be real. So I was looking at it and I realized it is real. If you click on his name, it goes right to him and his Instagram. And I was blown away. And then what he did, he didn't have to do any of this stuff. I didn't even know he was going to see the video. I literally just was trying to make a video from something that I had that I thought was amazing. And he went above and beyond. He then reposted my post from Instagram about the video, trying to get people to go watch it. And the second he did that, all of his followers, 3.33 million followers on YouTube and all the ones on Instagram, they all went in and started watching the video. The video went, I think it's over 25,000 views. We went from 775 subscribers to 7,500 within a month, all because of that video and all because of the things that Star Wars Theory did to help promote me and the video that I made. And I cannot thank him enough. From the bottom of my heart, because it did a bunch of things. It got me to the point where I could be fully monetized on YouTube. I just sprung right past it. And then, of course, getting something like this, a gift, I have been blown away by his generosity, by his being so personable and caring about smaller channels like mine and not being gigantic, because that's really what I thought was going to happen. I thought, I never thought he would see the video because, again, 3.33 million followers he has. And little humble old me over here just thought I was just making content because I loved it. And he took that above and beyond. And I cannot thank him enough. It's absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to do this unboxing. Now, let me do a little bit of housekeeping first before we kind of talk about what's about to happen or what I think is about to happen down here. If you've missed it, right here, I spent $45,000 on a Star Wars collection. I flew down to California. I purchased it all, got a U-Haul, and I drove it all the way back from Southern California all the way to Portland, 16 hours, but we were in the car for much longer, the U-Haul. It took quite a while to get all the way back. And now I'm unloading all this stuff on eBay, okay? It's all happening. Now, members have early access to all these things. If they want something from this collection, if you're in the daddy tier or the big daddy tier, you have early access. You don't have to worry about bidding on eBay and having the prices go higher than what they should, or being outbid and not even getting the item you need. So think about memberships. There'll be a commercial that plays in this video about memberships and all the perks that I'm giving away. I'm actually giving you free stuff, not just early access to videos. Free stuff is happening. And a new membership perk is the early access to be able to pick these things out. We'll do things outside of eBay, and I'll ship all those items out to you that you pick. I'm trying to get to $50,000 because with all my expenses and the cost of this collection, I'm all in $50,000. I've got to break even. So we're going nuts, all right? So tons and tons of stuff is happening here. You got to check out this video. At the end of this video, I will go over all the upcoming content. We'll talk about memberships again and all of my different links. But if you could, a couple things. Let's go down into the description of this video. You're going to find a link to the eBay because you might need that for all those listings that are happening from the giant collection. I've got TikTok, I've got Instagram, I've got my membership link, and all the links for Theory Saber and Star Wars Theory are down below. You need to check them out. If you do not have a saber that is from Theory Sabers, you've got to check out the website. I'm telling you, or go check out the old video I did and just watch my face. Watch the reactions that I have, the pure nostalgia that I have when I first turned on that saber. It's unbelievable. There's even a point where I fall into a trance for like a minute when Samuel Kim music plays on the saber. And I just stare off into space while I'm making my video. As the music pulsates against my skin, it penetrates deep into my soul, and I find myself in a faraway galaxy on a planet I do not recognize. The temperature is cool, and a mist in the air causes goosebumps to cover my arms. The trees that surround me help breathe fresh oxygen deep into my lungs. I'm sitting with my legs crossed in meditation on a patch of dark green moss up above a nearby cliffside, where I can hear the Sith apprentice scrambling back up as pebbles and rocks clamber down the face. I let the Force penetrate my every being as I see the ghost of my master in quiet meditation with me like it's a dream. This battle will be over soon, as I can feel the fear and inability of my enemy. But for now, life has slowed to a crawl while I regain my strength and confidence. Now, back to reality. Oh, how cool is that? And I didn't realize it even happened until I was editing the video. I was like, what the heck? I just sat there for like a minute staring off into space when the music hit. What was I possibly thinking about? And so then I created a Jedi story that I dubbed over that point. We didn't edit out the minute that I stared off into space. No, we turned it into content. And so it's literally what I think that I was possibly thinking as I went off into some sort of a fantasy Jedi world as, again, I fell into a trance. So who knows if I fall into a trance this video? It could possibly happen. You got to stick around and watch what is going to happen. And if you could, before we get into that unboxing, if you could hit the like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell notification to be notified of all the upcoming content, again, that I'm going to talk about in the outro of this video. The saber. Which saber is it? Well, I'm sure that the thumbnail probably gives it away. But let's just pretend like you don't know because you didn't look at the thumbnail very clearly. And we're here at this point. The best way that I can try to have you imagine what this saber could possibly be. What would the Star Wars daddy pick if he could pick anything from the website like he was offered? Would he go cheap or would he go all in? And what kind of character would the saber that he chooses match up with? Now, I already got a Luke Skywalker. That's from the previous video in December that I did. But now I need something more on the dark side. Something to clash against it. Maybe a saber that has never fought against Luke Skywalker. So maybe this will give you a glimpse of what this saber could possibly be. Does this give you a hint? All right, guys, enough of all of this housekeeping and weird stuff that's happening. Let's get into this unboxing. Let's give credit where credit is due. I cannot wait to share this video with you, share this lightsaber with you. I'm telling you, I am absolutely ecstatic. Let's go. Okay, guys, here's the shipper box. Let's get this thing open right now. And let's take a look at what we have here. It is a heavy box for sure. I'm hoping I think I got the right corner here. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh my gosh, I can already see the box. It's gonna look amazing. Let's slide this thing out. It's such an incredible box. Oh, all right, here is the box. Let's go ahead and zoom. We're gonna zoom right in on this box right now. All right, take a look at that box. I mean, it's just a beautiful box. It's very sturdy cardboard. Here's the sides. Look at just the artwork and everything that's on here. It's just so much detail to these. Let's bring it right here. Take a look at this side. And then on the back, let's go ahead and take a look at this back right here. Civilized Age right here. And there's theorysabers.com, the logo. I love how the logo is in black right there. It matches in perfectly. And then there's all this language that I'm sure is Star Wars language. And right here, it says open here. But I think it just opens. So let's just go ahead and take a look. Let's pull this thing out right now. Here we go. We're opening it. Oh my gosh, it's happened. And I'm almost positive at this point it's exactly what I asked for. And let's go ahead and zoom in and let's take a look at all the different parts that we have here. So we're going to see here we've got all the different types of tools we're going to need. I'm not sure what these little rubber band pieces are, but we've got the pieces that this will tighten the actual saber parts into the hilts. These right here, we have two caps that would go over two different handles. So again, you probably already know what's happening here. Okay, listen, it's a Darth Maul saber. Okay, everybody calm down. So we have two caps to go over two different hilts. We have this nice little Theory Saber. It's a nameplate and a sticky part here that will go on. What comes in here is a holder for the sabers, and this goes right on it. So that comes there. We've got some stickers. We love stickers. Here's another sticker. Perfect. We've got the guidebook. All right, it's going to go through all the different things here. Nice little guidebook. These are the plugs. Now, they don't ever come with the actual plug that goes into the wall. It's got the USB thing. You have to have them. I have plenty of them. So, and then it's got the it's like a USB-C. Oh my gosh, very high tech. And here's the display stand. So we'll take a look at this later, but this display stand is in here. And then again, this would go onto the display stand. All right, here are these sabers. We have two 32-inch Proffie blades. Now the Proffie is big upgrades. It's got the LED lights that can run all the way through them. It has all the special effects that can happen within these sabers. And if we can take a look here, let's pop these caps off. And we're going to zoom right on in these. And we can see the tips here have these metal ends to them, which is going to give all the electricity right through these lightsabers. Some of the other ones that they have that are the more inexpensive sabers don't have that. And actually light shoots from the hilt up through the sabers. But this actually has LED lights running all the way through them. So, man, I can't even get this on the film. We got two 32-inch. This is going to be a gigantic saber. We're going to have to zoom out when we get this thing all put together. It's going to be unbelievable. Cannot wait to put these together. All right, let's put the caps on. Oh, and one thing I will tell you, something I learned in the last video that was not in the instructions anywhere, so I couldn't figure out what was going on, is there is actually a thin little plastic coating on each one of these to protect them. And you got to take that off first. You don't want to have the metal contact not touch the metal contact of the hilt, and nothing will happen if there's a plastic cover over it. All right, so make sure you take those things off when you get your saber. And man, it's coming right down to this. We have a giant hilt here. But it's my understanding that they separate and can become two separate sabers. But here we are. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. Now, typically, when you get a saber, it's going to have one of these red sheaths that goes on the hilt. But we've got a gigantic hilt here for Darth Maul. And so he's put two of them on there because this will separate, I believe. We're going to find out here soon. And let's go ahead and unveil this right now. Here it comes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys, here it is. This is unbelievable. I am in absolute shock at this saber. Look how big this thing is. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to show you something right now. I think it's happening. I believe it's happening right now. I don't want to get too excited. I'm twisting. And it looks like these sabers are coming apart. And they are, and you can have two separate sabers. This is unbelievable. And all the sound will pop right out of there, out of the bottoms of them. Where are the buttons? This is the button. Oh, okay. This one needs power. Oh no, it doesn't.
Tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
All right, but for now, let's go ahead and screw these things back in. So we have one giant saber. And let's go ahead and take a look at all the detail on this saber hilt. And here it all is. I mean, does this not look like it's directly from the Phantom Menace? We got dials everywhere. We got buttons. The nice chrome, the kind of the silver nickel plating chrome that's on there. Here is where the saber will go into on one side and on the other. Man, it has a ton of weight to it. I just turned it on, probably because I moved it. Okay, let's put that down for right now. We'll get that in here. It's got the nice little packaging here. Okay, for right now, I'm going to quickly plug these in, make sure they're charged, and then we'll finish the rest of the video where we'll do a demonstration of what these sabers can do and have them all put together, and that'll be next. Okay, I forgot to mention, so when you want to charge it, we open this thing up. There's your proxy board with all the sound fonts and everything that makes this saber function. And if we turn it around, you'll find a spot for the USB-C cable to go into right there. And so that's where you'll plug it in. We got two of them, so we're going to plug those in right now, and then I will get back to you when we can get these things fully charged. Something I want to show you right here is they've put some holes here, right here in the center, I realized, and that is for all of the sound. We've got sound coming from this saber this way, we've got sound coming from this saber here, and it's all going to penetrate right through all of these holes. And so we will figure out how that sounds, but my guess is it's just gonna echo right out of that, super loud. It's gonna be awesome. And so let's go ahead and start to get these saber hilts in. And then we've got these little tiny tools. These things I like to drop and get them lost in the carpet. But we've also got this little tiny tool. Take a look at this little guy. We'll have that little tool. And we're gonna take two of the tiniest little things you've ever seen. Those little guys right there, those are the fasteners that are going to go into these holes here that will then lock the sabers in place. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Okay, so these little tiny guys here, you can see the tip of this tool. These little tiny things, and there's these little holes up here at the top of the hilt. And these are going to go in there, and they're going to screw in to tighten around the sabers. And I have giant hands for these tiny little tools. It's like little tiny people need to be handling these things. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get these started so that they're there ready to go. We don't lose them. We've got plenty more here in this bag. All right, let's get the next one started. So there's going to be maybe 3 for each saber hilt. Okay, Okay, now what we do, we took all that plastic lining off of this saber. Slide that thing in. And you want to have a little bit of, you want to push in on it a little bit. There's just a little bit of this give that kind of like wants to bounce back. And if you don't push it in all the way when you're tightening this thing, the contacts will not touch. So I'm thinking the best way for me to do this is to put it down like this, where I can kind of push down on it just slightly. And then we're going to tighten this thing up. I want it to be tight. I don't want these things flying out or the contact to not touch. But we don't want to push too hard because I don't want to break this darn saber. It's going all the way in there. There we go. I'm now into the saber, touching it. All right, let's get the, we're getting the other one in now. We had some technical difficulties with the camera. And we should be all good to go. Tightening these things in, pushing down just slightly. All right, let's get this last part in here. I think we're almost done getting these little screws in, and I've just pressing down lightly, right, on the actual saber as I'm holding the hilt. I just want to make sure that saber is touching that contact when I'm tightening these things in. And you don't need to put these in too tight. You don't want to damage the actual saber. So here we go. We're almost done. This is the last one. All right. That's in. Hey, it's me, Carl, a rebel soldier. And I'm back on Hoth again, searching for all those amazing perks that come with the Star Wars Daddy membership program here on YouTube, which I just signed up for. At least it's safe here now that the Empire has been destroyed. Wait, what's that? Ah! Oh no, the Wampa got me? The only way for me to get out of this situation is by using the Force. The Force that comes from the Star Wars Daddy membership perks, like member-only monthly giveaways. Free action figures and Star Wars Daddy stickers on your next eBay purchase. Free eBay shipping on all action figures and accessories in the middle and top tiers of memberships. And the Star Wars Daddy t-shirt I'm wearing after certain tenure. There are even more perks, but I don't have time to list them all off with this Wampa situation. I've got to use all of these membership perks. I'm feeling the Force. I'm feeling the Force. Memberships! Memberships! Okay, we can't even get this thing on camera, can we? Can we get the whole thing? I'm tilting it? Nope. It is so long. Look at this. Look how long this is. Is this how long his was in the movie? I don't remember. But let's go ahead and we're gonna turn on this side first. Let's see what happens. Oh my gosh. Let's go this side. Holy smokes. And if we were to untwist these. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can get some sounds in here.
He's no good to me dead. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Now we got the pre-qual sound fonts that are on here. So it's going to have everything from the episodes 1, 2, and 3.
I'm Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh, Qui-Gon?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was Qui-Gon Jinn saying that, though.
At last we will have revenge.
And that is Darth Maul.
I'm Qui-Gon Jinn.
We heard that.
At last we will have revenge.
Yes, okay. Now wait. That's a Tusken Raider. Now we might be... okay, so we're in tune now. We don't need to do both of them. We just do this one here.
Obi-Wan. Count Dooku.
Yoda.
Master Windu. Master Yoda. Anakin.
Let's see if we can get the music to play. Unbelievable.
Darth Sidious.
Ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Okay. Okay, guys, here it is. This is the Saber. It is absolutely incredible. It looks like it's right from the movie. I would only say the only thing is it's a little bit like the sound is so loud when these are separated because, you know, we're just going through some holes here, but what else are you supposed to do? Like, how's the sound supposed to come out and have it still look natural? So they've done pretty much all you can do when you've got it as one big piece. It's just a gigantic saber. I mean, look how long this is. It's touching the ground. I mean, it's touching my ceiling and it goes to my belly button. This is absolutely insane. I'll pull these out real quick so we can just take a look at these, what the sound is like. So now you can hear how loud they are when they're separated. We've got the two sabers going. I mean, it's incredible. We have two just awesome sabers on their own, and we can put them together if we want to obviously reenact Darth Maul. But these are just awesome. And just the music that plays from these is... What is this? Oh, this is when they're in the Senate. Oh, no, not the Senate. This is when they're Palpatine's talking to Anakin about the dark side. Now he can save Padme. This is that concert that they're at. Or at least it sounds like it. Okay, I thought we would put the display stand together. That way you can see what's kind of going on with this. We can see it's all wrapped up. It's got all kinds of protective shielding on it. And we might as well just scratch off these little covers. Ooh. Okay, there's one down. All right, two of those down, and then we got this big one here. Let's see if we can scratch this thing off. All right. It's got this nice paper cover here. All right, one side down. Let's get this other side off. So pretty simple here. I don't think we need any kind of tools at all. And so we're going to put this down. These will slide in top. All right, that's in. And then we've got this little platform here. And you guessed it, the nameplate is going to go on it. And we've got a little sticky thing we need to take off the back here. And I want to put this on perfect. Well, I guess it actually has a little indent here, so I don't think you can screw this up. All right, and there it is. Look how cool that looks. Super awesome little display here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Darth Vader Master Replicas saber in there, because the other ones we've got on the wall right up over here, like you're about to see in 2 seconds. And so let's see what it looks like with that saber. Okay, there it is. It's holding up, that Master Replica Darth Vader saber. And let's go ahead and see if this thing actually gets up and works. Oh my, look at that. So we have a fourth saber, and I think I will try to actually use Theory Sabers stand with this somewhere. I don't know where it's going to go, but we'll figure out some kind of a place. But there it is. Pretty cool little add-in that they gave us. And a pretty cool saber to put inside of it. All right, guys, now as I come down the stairs, I have all of my sabers sitting right here on the wall. It's the first thing that will greet anybody as they come down. Obviously, I'm not going to leave the lights on, but there they are. Easy for access. We got the Darth Mauls on the side, and then we got Luke Skywalker right there in the front. And as we'll see, I got these stands from Amazon. They all have different logos. There's the Imperial logo. We got the Rebels. And then we've got Boba Fett there. But take a look at this on the wall. Lined them all up. So pretty cool stands. They stand, the saber stands straight up and point upwards, but perfect little spot for this to be. This is actually really cool. And there they are. They kind of look small on that wall, but that's going to be a great addition for down here in my man cave. All right, we did it. We got through the unboxing and opened up one of the most amazing sabers I've ever seen. I am so grateful that Star Wars Theory reached out to me, that he saw my video, that he had mercy and grace on me as a small YouTube channel. And man, I'm still in shock that I have this saber here in my collection. It's just, man, I've told Star Wars Theory already, but he has a customer and a friend for life. If he's ever in Portland and he wants to go hit the gym with me, I would be ecstatic. We could go lift weights and hang out, talk Star Wars, talk lifting, and it would be incredible. But anyways, he's always got a place to stay here in Portland for sure. And I'm so grateful again that after all my research and looking at all these different companies that make all these different sabers, I chose to go with Theory Sabers. It was the best decision I've ever made. Their sabers are just incredible. The craftsmanship is amazing. The sound quality is unmatched. And I mean, you saw it. The sabers look incredible. And I've got them up on the wall. We saw that next to the Luke Skywalker that I originally purchased. And so those look amazing on the wall. I'm just thrilled, you guys. I'm absolutely thrilled. And I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and you learned a little bit about Theory Sabers and Star Wars Theory and this specific Darth Maul one that I had ordered. I'm speechless. I really am. It's just so incredible. And again, I can't say it enough. I'm so thankful for Star Wars Theory and all that he's done. If you enjoyed what you saw, if you could support my channel by hitting like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell notification, be notified of all the upcoming content I'm about to tell you about right now. This Sunday, coming up, not the one that just happened, the one that's coming up. I guess that's next Sunday. There's always confusion about what's next and what is upcoming. Who knows about the dates that are happening, but it's this Sunday. See, now that's confusing. Is it this Sunday or is it next Sunday? I guess it's next Sunday because this is this Sunday. Next Sunday, we're going to have the May mail haul, which is all the items that Star Wars Daddy has added to his personal collection. We're getting acrylic up on the wall. I have more of it. It's going up in all the spaces that I had available so we can put all of these different things up on the wall. And it's all of the vintage toys that I've added to my collection in the month of May. Things that stay here in my collection. We've got a stack of stuff. I don't know how I keep doing it, but a stack of stuff of mostly graded Star Wars stuff. It could be mint on card. It could be loose graded. We've got maybe some Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joes. I don't know. We got some other toy lines. There's a big pile over here, and that'll be happening next Sunday. Then the Sunday after that, I've got all of my Dick Tracy figures back from grading. There was a video that came out where I ripped them all off of the cards that they were on because the cards were mangled. It didn't make any sense to display them that way, so I pulled them all off, made them loose, and then I sent them off to be graded. They're all back. So we are going to do a big unboxing with, I think it's 13 figures, and there's a surprise in that video. There's something so special, so amazing, and I cannot wait to show you what I've added to this group of figures that I sent off to be graded. I hope you enjoyed the commercial that happened about memberships. Man, I'm giving away so much stuff here for memberships. make sure to become a daddy or a big daddy tier to really capitalize on all the stuff that we're doing. We have monthly giveaways where we're giving away over $100 worth of Star Wars stuff every single month. You have different entries based on different tiers. You have the 3D Darth Vader bust that Adam Gothard designed for me, and they're being printed all the time because we keep getting members, and I've got to print those out. My wife then has to paint them and make them look super nice, and then I sign them and number them, and we send them off to you. You get free action figures, free Star Wars Daddy stickers, and then my t-shirt. You have a members-only t-shirt that gets to you within certain tenure. Depends on which if you're in the Daddy tier, it takes 6 months, but if you're in the Big Daddy tier, it only takes 2 months to get that t-shirt. And we have members-only videos, and it's just never ending. I'm trying to do everything I can to make this community incredible. And to show you it's not all about money. It's all about the content, it's about the people, it's about Star Wars and my nostalgia for it. And I hope that that comes out in these videos. The second that these sabers turn on, the nostalgia hits. It makes me feel that greatness, that awe that I had when I was a kid, when Star Wars was on. The second those sabers hit, it makes me wish somehow that I could find myself as a Jedi actually in a Star Wars world. How incredible would that be? I mean, man, you know, when I was growing up, every time I wished had my wish on my birthday, and I blow out the candles, they say, don't tell anybody, it'll never come true. I always wished I could fly. Little small fact, I always wished I could fly, and didn't happen, probably because I've said it. I'm never going to fly. But now I wish I could have gone back and somehow wished I could have been a Jedi. And maybe that would have happened. Who knows? Probably not. But I wish that that's what I was telling you right now. Is that every birthday I wished I blew out the candles and I was going to become a Jedi. And I'm telling you what, these sabers is the closest thing that you can get to it. It's really like the most adult toy that you can have that still makes you cool with Star Wars. Like, the only thing that can be better than this or more realistic is if you actually had like Han Solo's blaster and actually shot lasers out of it. Like real lasers. Like it was real. But we can't have that. So this is the next closest thing we can have. I'm just thrilled. If you can't tell, the nostalgia is pouring out of me. Star Wars is incredible. And these sabers are the closest thing that you can get to having it be real. And so I am so thankful again to Star Wars Theory, to Theory Sabers for their generosity, their kindness on a small little YouTube channel that I'm doing my best to bring out the nostalgia and the positivity of what I felt growing up as a kid with Star Wars. And I hope that that projects in all of my videos. I hope you enjoyed what you watched. I hope you will go to theorysabers.com. Links are down below in the description for everything. My TikTok, my Instagram, memberships if you want to join and support me. I would love to give you free stuff. And all of Theory Sabers and Star Wars Theory's handles, their websites, everything you can possibly imagine is down below. Make sure to check them out, follow them, give them likes, support everything that they're doing. They're actually making Star Wars incredible for all of us. And that's enough. I've said it all. Until the next time, oh my gosh, I think we know what's on my shirt. We've already seen it. It's Darth Maul in celebration of the saber. It was incredible. Who is your daddy? Sure. All right, guys, here it is. Okay, how long this is. Is this how long his was in the movie? I don't remember.
That's what she said. Michael. Michael, please.
There he is.
Please.
Mwah!
There he is. Come on.